First down and goal from the 6-yard line for Cashion as we start the second quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and the Squirtle crew with you tonight at the top of Class A District 3. Playing for the championship, Cashion and Tonkawa. On first down and goal, Nabavi lowers his shoulder, pushes the pile, and he'll keep moving the pile down inside the 1. So Nick Nabavi, the gain of 5 on the first play of the second quarter. They want to hurry up. They want to push the tempo here and get this one into the end zone if possible. Snap to Harmon, Nabavi again, and he's in for the touchdown.
Big time
touchdown, Wildcats. You're exactly right. Started back on the 32-yard line, and Nabavi scores his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. It is 13-0, 30 seconds into the second quarter. That was a 13-play drive. Took about 4.5 minutes. And the extra point attempt by Bryson Hogan, 1 for 1 on extra point attempts so far tonight. And the kick is up and through. 11:32 to play in the first half. Now 14-0 Cashion. And you're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Tell him to go back down.
Cashion scores in a 13-play drive. It covered 68 yards in 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Nick Nabavi from 1 yard out, and Bryson Hogan with the extra point kick. 11:32 to play in the first half, and Cashion leads by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. As Bryson Hogan will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for Tonkawa. Roman Chandler and Peyton Keith. And on the near sideline, here comes Chandler across the 20 and tackled at the 25-yard line. And that is where Tonkawa will take over first down and 10, and trailing by 2 touchdowns. They need to make something happen right here. Drive will start with 11:25 to play in the first half. Tonkawa with just 28 yards total offense so far in the ball game. Slot to the left side, wide out right to the near side of the field, the short side of the field, an I formation. And Morgan will hand off up the middle, trying to find some running room. That is the fullback, Jaden Howard, getting the carry. Take it back, it's Luke Shepard, the other fullback. And for Luke Shepard, he'll pick up a couple of yards, make it 3 to bring up second down and 7. Shepard's 64th carry at 258 yards rushing coming in and 3 rushing touchdowns. That's his first carry of the night.
So far, obviously, if you're Cashion, you have to be happy early on with how the defensive game plan is come out. They really are making the stops where necessary.
On second down,
fumble,
and Cashion jumped on it. Fumbled snap by Ryan Morgan, the sophomore quarterback. And this would be big if the Wildcats get the ball back deep in Tonkawa territory. No indication yet.
They're calling it.
They're going to say
Tonkawa's ball.
They'll say Tonkawa's football. As the fight down there, the scrum looked like Bryce Burke. And now, is there an indication? Cashion thinks they have it.
Cashion had the ball, but
nope, they're going to give it to the Bucks.
A lot of times when the offense and defense recover the ball at the same time, they give the ball back to the offense. That's just how it works, unfortunately. That's why you always tell your players when you're in a pile to rip the ball away, because if you don't rip the ball away, the officials are going to give the ball to the home team, which is the right call.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Watch a little sprint rollout here by Tonkawa. They're going to play action and roll a little sprint rollout pass.
There you go. Morgan
Good
has
coverage
a man
again.
and it's picked. It is intercepted. Nathan Nabavi.
No, that's Fippen.
Gavin Fippen with the pick. 7 instead of 1.
And Gavin's the kid that's been hurt.
Yep. That's his first pick of the season. So a big turnover. It came a play later than Cashion wanted it, but they will get the ball back. And Cashion will take over 1st down and 10, the 43-yard line in Tonkawa territory. This drive will start with 10:23 to play in the first half. Harmon.
Good pickup.
To his left. Tries to get to the edge, and he'll lose a yard as Tonkawa does a nice job stringing out the play.
A great coverage there by Tonkawa. Cashion only had a couple kids out in routes that time, and that was just great coverage. I don't know if you saw them picking up backside there on the rush, but a great job by Cashion up front.
So mark the ball back at the 44-yard line. 2nd down and 11 from the near hash. 3 wide to the right side. Slot to the left. And I believe Tonkawa is going to burn a timeout. They will. We'll take a break. 9:51 to play in the first half. 14-0 Cashion. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
9:51 to play in the first half. Cashion with 125 yards total offense and a couple of touchdowns. They lead Tonkawa 14-0. If you're just jumping in with us, a 16-yard touchdown pass from Ben Harmon to Landon Lagasse in the first drive of the ball game, and then Nick Nabavi capped off a long 13-play drive with a 1-yard run. A couple of extra point kicks by Bryson Hogan, and there is your scoring in the first half. 2nd down and 11 after the timeout. Harmon wants to throw. Near side, nobody there. Or was it caught? Almost. It was a wobbler, and it pulled Manning out of bounds. The near sideline incomplete. So 3rd down and 11.
Boy.
Ben Harmon 6 of 10 passing for 32 yards.
You almost, if you're Cashion, want to go to another scenario where you go no play because Tonkawa is coming fast up the field on these pass rushes. So you might look for that here and maybe a no play by Cashion.
3rd and 11. He'll set
Good
the screen up.
Play call.
Nabavi to the 40-yard line, near sideline, 1st down and more, 25, and upended at the 22. Big 3rd down and long call, and it will be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
But there's a flag on the play, so.
They set the screen up perfectly, the flag lying at the 40-yard line, which tells you this one's coming back, and it's a hold. So wipe that play from the memory banks. And we've got a new sponsor on the Scortal Game of the Week, Pioneer Tech. The Pioneer Technology Center in Ponca City. They are sponsoring our halftime and post-game shows. Your time, your place, your way. Pioneer Tech. Find them at pioneertech.edu. Always love to have new sponsors.
You bet.
And we love our old ones as well.
For sure.
3rd down and 17. back at the 50-yard line. Harmon plenty of time, near side wide open, and Lagasse right at the stick.
Just a great throw.
Yep, move the chain, first down. They got it by a yard.
And you just see again, too, we talked about Lagasse, just so crafty with the ball. He catches it, he's confident enough to put the ball across the sticks before he goes out of bounds. I mean, it's just really difficult to defend when they can, they can hit you with so many different options.
It's a gain of 18. Third catch for Landon Lagasse tonight. Cashion with the 2-touchdown lead at the Tonkawa 32. Harmon fakes the give, wants to run, and he'll get to about the 30 before he is pushed back in the arms of Noah Campbell. Campbell is the leading tackler on this Tonkawa team, 89 tackles coming in. He'll give Harmon a gain of 1 and bring up second down and 9. And give him 2 to the 30.
One thing I will give Tonkawa a bunch of credit for, one thing that is difficult to stop with Cashion is their quarterback run play, and they have done a good job of stopping Harmon all night long. Now, Nabavi has had some success. He had a couple long runs, but really they're kind of, keeping Harmon in check so far.
Yeah, Nabavi, the long 59-yard run and a second carry of the ball game, 7 carries for 90 yards and a touchdown. The right flat, Manning with the catch. Not a whole lot for him either.
It's going to be another hold.
He was tackled out there in the flat by Jake Randall.
And I give Tonkawa a lot of credit. They are really doing a good job against Cashion's screen game stuff. So that has definitely been well scouted by the defensive coaches for Tonkawa, because they hurt a lot of people in their screen game stuff on the edge.
So the hold against the Wildcats. They'll mark him back again. Second hold on this drive. And after the penalty, they'll move it back to the 40-yard line, where it will be second down and 19. They've got to get inside the 21-yard line. Harmon plenty of time. Now it's breaking down. Flush to his right. He wants to run, and he has popped to the 40-yard line.
A big-time hit there by Tonkawa.
I think it might have been Dante Mendoza. Or maybe I think it was Jaden Guzman. Mendoza was in the area as well. No gain on the play. It's third down and 17. You can hear that pop up here.
That's one thing about Tonkawa, physicality. They will hit you. They are coming up screaming hard every time on the defensive side of the ball. Very impressive so far.
They were setting the tone in the pregame with their musical selections. Lots of Metallica and AC/DC. Near sideline, Harmon going deep. It's up for grabs, and it was caught. Nope, incomplete. It was Manning going one-on-one with Kai Day. Incomplete, so now fourth down and long.
Manny did a good job of jumping up and contesting the play, and it looked like he had it for a second. It looked like Day did a good job of ripping the ball out.
Flag on the play. Let's see what this is. I didn't see it. Where's the flag lying? I don't even see it.
So I would assume they'll decline the penalty, but maybe they won't.
Lots of discussions in this one.
Personal foul on Cashion. Penalty to decline, though.
So it'll be fourth down and about 19.
And last time when Cashion punted. Number 44 on the opposite side for Tonkawa got a free run and almost blocked it.
Kai Day, the 5'8", 138-pound senior, coming off the edge.
And they're playing defense here, or maybe trying to do a punt block.
Landon Lagasse will kick it away.
Good punt. That's going to roll down there, too.
And it could die inside the 5-yard line. Can they get it covered? They
Nope.
will not. I'll tell you what, that was a missed opportunity right there for the Wildcats.
Yep.
So 14-0. Cashion leads Tonkawa, and Tonkawa will take over first down and 10 at the 20.
The Magic Man Bryce Miller's got both of our cameras going again, Tom.
There you go.
We are back.
The Cashion crew pushing the buttons and taking the pictures tonight. They get to see their home team play for a change.
Yeah, not that often, right?
They really don't. We appreciate everything they do when they're in Garber or the OKC metro area when Cashion's playing a game. Drive will start with 7:32 to play in the first half. Tonkawa has not done a lot offensively in this one.
Catch a little inside handoff here by Tonkawa.
Yeah, jet sweep, turning the corner, Kai Day.
Not going to get there. They're going to be a hold.
He stays on his feet out across the 30-yard line, but yeah, the flag at the 20-yard line will move him back 10.
There are a lot of times when you see plays on the edge in high school football, they are calling holds a lot. So screen plays, edge plays, it's almost like when you run that inside handoff, the fast play, you want to get cut up the field as quickly as you can or they're going to throw a flag.
You know, they should be marking this off from the 20-yard line, means it goes back to the 10.
And you know the unfortunate part about that, Tom, a lot of times it's a wide receiver actually blocking correctly, and then they get turned. You know, the defensive player gets turned, and then that's where they throw the flag.
7:24 away from halftime, the Pioneer Tech halftime show. We will go through all the stats, run through the scoring, and take a look at the scoreboard. First down and 20 from the 10-yard line. Ryan Morgan, the quarterback, in the gun. Put the man in motion from left to right.
I think they reversed it that time.
And off to Jackson, and Cam Jackson out to the 20-yard line. A nice gain of 10 for the Ponca City transfer.
Man, he is fast.
He was tackled by Seth Gilbert, and they'll mark it at the 19-yard line, a gain of 9 to bring up second down and 11. So Cam Jackson averaging 12 yards a carry coming in. That's his fourth carry of the ball game for 20 yards. He had 900 yards rushing as a freshman playing for the Pohai Wildcats at the 6A level. He's had a big couple of weeks in his first two games with Tonkawa with almost 500 yards rushing. Dump it out on the near flat. The ball is caught near sideline to the 23-yard line. Staying on his feet across the 25 is Kai Day. And they will mark him down at the 28. Nice play by Kai Day to pick up a couple of extra yards and bring up third down and 1.
I'll tell you, a big-time play there by Ryan Morgan because Manning was back there in the backfield to contest that ball, and he just waited long. And a lot of times quarterbacks will, kind of freak out when they see a player in the flat like that, and he waited and found his man. A great run there by Day.
So third down and 3, a short 3. Tonkawa really needs to just move the chains and sustain a drive here, trailing 14-0.
They're going to get first down here.
Little counter give. That's Cam Jackson for the first down. Out to the 33. He'll pick up 4. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains with 5 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first half. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst with you. The Scortal crew tonight. Bryce Miller, our producer engineer. Caden LaFortune and Seth Brown taking the pictures, bringing you the camera work tonight. And putting out the fires. Now Bryce is actually putting out the fires, trying to keep us on the air. First down and 10. Fake the give counter.
Nice play.
Jackson up the middle explodes to the 40-yard line before he was pushed back. They'll give him the 41, gaining 8. Boy, he has some quickness. He hit that hole and took off, and Cashion did a nice job of making the contact and pushing him back. But they'll give him the 41-yard line, a gain of 8.
When you see a situation where this game is starting to get a little bit chippy, obviously, and two competitive teams, and you see the players from Cashion talking to the officials, you probably need to worry more about tackling number 5 right now than talking to the officials.
2nd down and 2. Morgan to throw this time, looking left, wide open, but he sailed the pass over the head of Jake Randall, incomplete. And on the coverage, Gavin Fippen. So now it's 3rd down and 3. Ryan Morgan 0 for 5 passing with a pick tonight so far in this one. So 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and about 2.5 to be precise. In front of a big crowd in Tonkawa tonight. A3 championship on the line. Playoff start in a couple of weeks. Both these teams will be there. On the jet
That's
sweep.
a hold right there. They
trying to get to
it.
the edge, no flag, and making the yardage needed to move the chains. Nice run by Kai Day, and he's been a factor on this drive. He picked up 9 on a carry earlier, that time out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 4 to move the chains.
Well, that kid is fast on the edge, isn't he? Tonkawa's got a lot of speed when they're skill kids.
Kai Day, he retreated a couple of yards to get to the edge, then turned it up in a hurry.
It looked like they may have got away with the hold. We talk about that every time you run that edge play, and I'm glad they didn't call it, though. You call a hold about every play in high school.
8th play of the drive, 1st and 10 from the 45. Give it to Jackson left side, breaks a tackle, 45-40. Steps out of a tackle, but is tripped up inside the 35-yard line. But, boy, you can just see how dangerous he is in a run like that as they'll mark him at the 34.
Yeah, and that's a situation where if you let him break out in the open, he's more than likely gone. He even had a lead blocker there, and the defender from Cashion fell. It might have been the best thing for him because it made him kind of have to jump over the top of him, and he fell.
54 yards rushing on 7 carries after the 22-yard gain. .343 to play first half. Tonkawa needs a touchdown here to finish the first half.
Ooh, they almost lost the fumble.
And boy, Jackson was pounded by Bryce Burke, who was just waiting in the hole.
Well, that play was scouted well, obviously. A great job there by Burke. Man, what a collision.
Cam Jackson, that was a 6A hit in Class A football right there.
I'm telling you, these kids in small school, I think, are tougher a lot of times, in my opinion.
2nd down and 10. You aren't going to get hit harder than that at Union.
Yeah. You throw hay bales around in the country, right? Different kind of tough.
Out in the flat this time. The ball is caught by Kai Day, and he'll make something out of it, picking up yardage down to the 32, gaining about 2 or so to bring up 3rd down and 8. They'll put it at the 31, so a gain of 3. That is the first pass completion for Ryan Morgan. And for Kai Day, it's his 10th catch of the season.
I like how they use Day in a lot of different ways. It's a great play calling here by Tonkawa.
3rd and 7, 2-down territory. 2.5 to play in the first half. Right across the middle. The ball in out of the hands of Noah Campbell. Good coverage. A lot of Wildcats right there in the middle of the field between the hash marks.
And you got to be careful here if you're Tonkawa giving Cashion the ball back at the, if you go for it here on 4th down. I mean, I understand they're down 2 scores. They're probably going to go for it. But you give Cashion good field position with 2.5 minutes to go. If you don't convert here, you put yourself in a pretty tough spot.
4th down and 7 from the 31.
Watch them go a no play here or try to make them jump off sides.
Morgan to throw. Hangs it up to dry in the end zone, and Jake Randall broke off the pattern, and he was frustrated, and that'll end the drive.
And that's the risky run there. Now Cashion has the ball back at the 31-yard line with plenty of time, and obviously you're down 2 scores. I mean, obviously Tonkawa's coaches know what they're doing, one of the best coaching staffs in the state, but sometimes you have to play that. As good as your defense is, sometimes you want to lean on your defense,
Well, Tonkawa will get the football to start the second half. So Cashion has this opportunity here to add to their 14-0 lead. First down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Pioneer Tech halftime show coming up on the High Plains Insurance Game of the Week. Nabavi
Great
tackled
defense
in the backfield. Dante Mendoza, the first to get there. Luke Shepard helped to clean him up. And a loss of one back to the loss of two back to the 29.
I can tell you one thing, Tonkawa up front has been dominating for most of the game. Those three big guys up front are doing a heck of a job for Tonkawa.
Clock rolls, 1:45 to play. Empty the backfield. Harmon chased, will get to the sideline, pick up about 3, but stops the clock with 1:29 to play. They'll give him the 32-yard line, gaining 3. So it'll be 3rd down and 9.
I give Tonkawa a lot of credit. I like their scheme of what they're doing against Lagasse. Even when Shaq tries to kick people in motion to try to isolate him, still doing a good job of keeping 2 guys on that side of the field. And that's what he requires if you want to stop him.
Harmon has found him 3 times tonight, including a 16-yard touchdown pass on 4th and goal. 45-yard receptions on 3 catches here in the contest. Now timeout called by Cashion. We'll take a break, 1:29 to play in the first half. It's 14-0. Wildcats on top of the Buccaneers. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing that Modern Women of America is built for this. We are built to handle uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the past 137 years, including world wars, disease outbreaks, depressions, and recessions. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind. You got this, because you have us.
If Tonkawa gets the stop right here, they may have a chance to make something happen before the end of the first half. 3rd down and 9 for Cashion from the 32-yard line with 1.5 minutes to play in this first half. The Wildcats on top 14-0. Harmon is tackled in the backfield, and now if I'm Tonkawa, well, Tonkawa has no timeouts remaining.
Correct.
So it'll be 4th down and long as they'll mark the ball back to the 28-yard line, a loss of 4. But that clock can roll for a while here.
Well, another thing, too, about it is Cashion's going to have a heart-to-heart at halftime with their offensive line, and they are getting dominated up front by that defensive line from Tonkawa. I mean, not off. They're getting hit in the backfield. Even on some of the long runs by Nabavi, he's breaking tackles at the line of scrimmage.
So Cashion will let this clock tick down and burn a timeout. There's not a play clock here, so you can't really tell. They'll blow the whistle. 41 seconds to play in the first half. If I'm Tonkawa, man, you just send everybody. Yep. Send the kitchen sink at the punter. They've almost gotten him once. And we've got another timeout. Let's take a break. Pay a bill. 41 seconds to play.
OK Bit Service Inc. has been providing quality service and products to the petroleum, water, and mining industries for over 35 years. We provide high-quality tricones, reamers, and PDC bits to water well, mining, geothermal, oil and gas, and directional boring and construction companies nationwide. Contact OK Bit today for your next drilling project. We are proud supporters of our local community and very proud of our Tonkawa Public Schools. Go Bucks!
Final minute of the first half. Cashion leads Tonkawa 14-0. The Wildcats looking for their 26th district win in a row, is also going for their 4th straight district championship. But Landon Lagasse will stand at his 15-yard line. Bad snap, he gets the kick away, And it will take a cash and roll and be down inside the 40-yard line. Just let that clock roll here. 30 seconds to play. And Tonkawa will have it first down and 10. So the Bucks will take over. And with 30 seconds to play in the first half, and not a team that throws the ball that well, I would not be surprised if they get out of here as quick as possible and get to the locker room in time to regroup. They're playing pretty well.
Yeah, they are.
Just trailing 14-0.
Especially with getting the ball back too, coming straight out of the half. I mean, if you're Tonkawa, you've defended well. The one thing, give Cashion a lot of credit. Their defensive scheme has been great so far today.
First and 10. Option
play.
Near side to the edge.
Good job blocking.
That's Roman Chandler's first carry of the ball game, out to the 49-yard line. Clock will roll, 20 seconds to play. No timeouts for Tonkawa. Mark him at the 44, so it's a gain of 6, his first carry. He has almost 1,000 yards rushing, but he's coming off of an injury. He's coming off of Cam Jackson joining the team as well. Pass out in the left flat. It's caught by Kai Day. And a flag, one, now 2 of them. And that'll be the end of the first half. They'll pick up a couple on the completion, but that will end the first half. Cashion will decline the penalties, and that will be your first half. Cashion shutting out Tonkawa 14-0. Your halftime show brought to you by Pioneer Technology Center in Ponca City. Your time, your place, your way at pioneertech.edu. Back after this, it's the Game of the Week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Annual checkups, primary care provider, urgent health needs? Come see us at Cashion Community Clinic. With 10 years of experience in rural emergency and primary care, Cameron Hogan is ready to serve you. The Hogan family calls Cashion home and loves contributing through their local community clinic. We accept all insurances and offer very affordable cash pay options as well. So when the need arises, from pediatrics to grandparents, call us at 405-433-5008 or come see Cameron Hogan PAC at the Cashion Community Clinic on Main Street. Go Wildcats!
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Woody, and I want to help you or a loved one navigate your way through understanding Medicare. It's hard getting questions answered when you don't know who to call or trust. I am local and appointed with all the insurance carriers in Oklahoma. You can trust me to help you apply for Medicare, make the right decisions based on your current financial and healthcare needs, and feel confident about your future. Act quickly. Annual enrollment period is October 15th to December 7th. Call Stephanie Woody, that's me, at 405-830-4966 to set up an appointment.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray.
This is Grain and Grange Market, the coolest little boutique you've never heard of. Come see us.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. It's the Pioneer Tech Halftime Show on the Squirtle Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. And a 14-0 lead for the Cashion Wildcats over the Tonkawa Buccaneers. Let's go back and recap the way the first half played out. And Cashion took the opening kick, took over on their own 28-yard line. Matriculated the ball down the field 4 plays in 72 yards, and it was 4th down and 16, 4th and goal from the 16-yard line. And it was Ben Harmon to Landon Lagasse, the 16-yard touchdown pass. Extra point kick by Bryson Hogan made it 7-0 with 9:27 to play in the first quarter. Tonkawa strung together 1 first down, but eventually had to punt. Cashion took over on their own 1-yard line, had to kick from the shadow of their own goalposts. Gave Tonkawa great starting field position with 4:58 to play in the first quarter at the Cashion 34-yard line. They couldn't do anything with it. Went forward on 4th down, could not make it. Cashion took over on their own 32-yard line, put together a 13-play, 68-yard drive in 4 minutes and 35 seconds, and it was Nick Nabavi scoring from the 1-yard line, and Bryson Hogan with the extra point kick with 11:32 to play in the second quarter. That made the score 14-0. Tonkawa's next drive ended on the 3rd play by an interception. Cashion took over at the Tonkawa 43, went backwards, had to punt the ball away. Tonkawa took over on their own 20-yard line, moved the ball across midfield down to the Cashion 31, went forward on 4th down and came up empty. Then Cashion went 3 and out, and then the half came to an end as Tonkawa had the football just shy of midfield at the 46-yard line. So 14-0 our score. Cashion trying to win their 4th consecutive district championship, and there's still 24 minutes of football to play. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle. Our halftime show brought to you by Pioneer Tech. The game brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange, still the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Welcome back to the Pioneer Tech Halftime Show. Your time, your place, your way, pioneertech.edu, just down the road in Ponca City. Let's go back and take a look at some of the numbers in this one. First of all, for the home team, Tonkawa, they had 13 rushes for 71 yards. Leading the way is Cam Jackson, 8 carries for 54 yards. Ryan Morgan, the quarterback, a couple of carries for 3 yards in the contest. Roman Chandler, 1 for 6 as well. Through the air, Ryan Morgan was 4 of 12 for 22 yards. 3 receptions by Kai Day, 1 by Jake Randall. So 25 offensive plays for 93 yards total offense for Tonkawa in the first half, and they are scoreless, having been shut out in the first half. For Cashion, 18 rushes for 94 yards. Nick Nabavi, 9 carries for 89. Ben Harmon, 9 carries for 5 yards. Through the air, Ben is 7 of 12 for 50 yards with a touchdown pass, the 16-yard hookup, the end of that first drive on 4th down and goal from the 16 to Landon Lagasse. So 7 for 12 for 50 yards, a touchdown, no picks. 30 offensive plays for 144 yards in the first half for Cashion. Landon Lagasse has 3 catches, 16, 11, and 18 yards. Mason Manning, 3 catches, 3, 5, and 8 yards. Nick Nabavi, a couple of catches as well. So 144 on 30 plays for Cashion, 93 yards on 25 plays for Tonkawa. And on the scoreboard, it's 14-0. Cashion leads Tonkawa. We'll take a break and be right back. Your halftime show brought to you by Pioneer Tech continues after this. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing that modern women of America is built for this. We are built to handle uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the past 137 years, including world wars, disease outbreaks, depressions, and recessions. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind. You got this, because you have us.
OKBit Service Inc. has been providing quality service and products to the petroleum, water, and mining industries for over 35 years. We provide high-quality tricones, reamers, and PDC bits to water well, mining, geothermal, oil and gas, and directional boring and construction companies nationwide. Contact OKBit today for your next drilling project. We are proud supporters of our local community and very proud of our Tonkawa Public Schools. Go Bucks!
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Annual checkups, primary care provider, urgent health needs? Come see us at Cashion Community Clinic. With 10 years of experience in rural emergency and primary care, Cameron Hogan is ready to serve you. The Hogan family calls Cashion home and loves contributing through their local community clinic. We accept all insurances and offer very affordable cash pay options as well. So when the need arises, from pediatrics to grandparents, call us at 405-433-5008 or come see Cameron Hogan PAC at the Cashion Community Clinic on Main Street. Go Wildcats!
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Woody, and I want to help you or a loved one navigate your way through understanding Medicare. It's hard getting questions answered when you don't know who to call or trust. I am local and appointed with all the insurance carriers in Oklahoma. You can trust me to help you apply for Medicare, make the right decisions based on your current financial and healthcare needs, and feel confident about your future. Act quickly. Annual enrollment period is October 15th to December 7th. Call Stephanie Woody, that's me, at 405-830-4966 to set up an appointment.
The Pioneer Tech halftime show from Tonkawa tonight. Cashion.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Woody.
And let's take a look at the scoreboard. Class A scores for you tonight. In the third quarter, Wayne over Ringling, 14-7.
Whoa.
That would be a huge upset if Ringling goes down, the top-ranked team in the state in some polls. Stroud over Wawoka, 12-6. That ball game at the half. Burns Flat Dill City beating Thomas tonight, 22-8. That ball game in the third. Dibble over Stratford, 21-8. That ball game late in the second quarter. OBA, a team that's actually playing at the 8-man level this year that was supposed to be in this district, they beat the Cross Christian Academy in an 8-man game 46-0. We'll give them a little bit of love since they were supposed to be in A3. Liberty over Kanawha 41-8 at the half. Quapaw over Fairland 18-14 late second quarter there. Savannah and Allen tied at 14 at the half. Central Sallisaw leads Tallahena 30-20 that ball game in the second quarter. Fairview, they're looking to go to 9-0. They lead Merritt 34-0 at halftime. We'll see Fairview next week against Hooker on the game of the week. Sayre over Texoma 13-6 the half. Hooker leading Moreland 20-8. That's going to set up that big game next week if they can hang on, if both those teams can hang on, looking good so far. Hooker and Fairview playing for the district championship next week on Scortal. Pawhuska leading Wyandotte 48-0 at the half. Porter consolidated over Colcord 17-7 at the half. Ketchum over Afton 27-0 in the second quarter. Mounds over Okema 29-16. That ball game is here late in the first quarter. I got a feeling that score might be right, but the timing probably wrong. Pawnee shutting out Shoto 40-0 late in the second quarter. Commerce over Oklahoma Union 20-6. Elmore City Purnell shutting out Rush Springs 38-0. Gore over Canadian 52-0 at the half. Chelsea over Woodland 22-16 at the half. Wynnewood over Healdton 14-0. That ball game late in the second quarter. Warner over Holbert 40-0. That ball game in the second quarter. Cordell over Walters 14-8 in the second quarter. And Mangum shutting out Carnegie 27-0. Hinton over Crescent. That's an A3 score. Hinton leads Crescent 21-6. Cashion will take on Crescent in a big rivalry game next week in Week 10. Allen and Caddo, no score there. And then Morrison leading Caney Valley 30-0. We'll take a break. Come right back. Your second half just around the corner. You're watching the game of the week on Scortal. Your halftime show brought to you by Pioneer Tech. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst back with you at Buccaneer Field in Tonkawa. Tonkawa will get the football to start the third quarter, trailing 14-0. And Adam, to me, this is a huge possession. They really have not gotten a whole lot going offensively, have not really threatened to score, but they need to right now if they want to be a part of this ball game.
Yeah, and just the way Cashion has defended them so far in the first half, it's not only just a game situation scenario, but almost kind of like a moral thing. I mean, if Cashion gets a stop here, I mean, it just kind of makes the mentality be, okay, they're just going to continue to stop us. But I think that's the thing, probably the one thing that we wouldn't have expected in this game, to say that Cashion's defense has been, the key of this game so far. Nothing against that, not at all. But Cashion had graduated a lot of kids off that state championship team defensively, and even we talked about their offense dynamically, but that's been the best performing side of the ball anywhere out of the four.
Your halftime show brought to you by Pioneer Tech. Your time, your place, your way. Go to pioneertech.edu. Booting it away is Hobart. And on the return, out across the 30-yard line to about the 32. That is where Tonkawa will take over on what is a very, very important drive for them, as they need to put together something, keep their defense off the field a little bit, and drive down and get this back to within a touchdown.
Yeah, and if I'm Tonkawa, I'm getting the ball in number 5's hands a bunch, because if you're not having a ton of success, he's the kind of kid that can make one guy miss and make a 2-yard run, a 60-yard run pretty quick.
Yeah, if there's somebody that could break a big play, it is Cam Jackson. 8 carries, 54 yards rushing in that first half. We'll hand off to him on first down, and boy, he has a great first step. He gets to the hole in a hurry, and he'll get out to the 40-yard line, picking up about 7 on first down.
And that's a play that's been working for them the whole game. That's they're faking the fast, and then they're running the counter play. So I really like that play call.
So second down and 2. They'll give him just shy of the 40-yard line. Opening drive of the third quarter. Tonkawa right now at 100 yards total offense in this game, 101 yards. Morgan turns it up.
Good cut.
Well, he was popped, but he gets a first down out to the 49, or 44, excuse me, picking up 4. So move the chains, first down from the 44-yard line. Tonkawa averages 30 points a game. They give up 11 a contest. They're being shut out so far in this one. Cashion gives up just 16 points a game. They score 39 a game. It's one thing, Cashion winning that gold ball a year ago. Their defense, they really play much better on the defensive end as that ball was deflected and incomplete. Tonkawa lucky to get that one back.
Boy, and that's a situation, too, where number 30 doing his job, just getting a block there, resulted in Manning not being able to pick that because that ball hit him in the hands.
And Noah Campbell. So 2nd down and 10. Yeah, Cashion getting that state championship a year ago. Boy, years ago when they were beginning to build the tradition, especially, after moving the move from 8-man to 11-man, their offense was so potent, but their defense would give up a lot as well, but that is not the case anymore.
Well, and that's the hardest adjustment from 8-man to 11-man is the defensive side. It just takes a while.
Little counter give to Jackson again into the secondary, and he'll stay on his feet out across midfield down to the 46, and that should be a 1st down.
It's a heck of a run there by Jackson.
As he will gain 10. We'll give him 11, actually. So a couple of nice runs for him on this opening drive, 8 and 11 yards to move him across midfield. There is still plenty of time in this ball game if Tonkawa can march down the field and get a touchdown and cut it back to a one-possession ball game. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Counter opposite. I'd keep running it too if I was them.
And not a whole lot there that time as Cashion sniffed it out. Chase Ritter leading the way on the tackle.
Boy, Ritter's a big kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Loss of 1. Actually 2 back to the 47. So they get him off schedule. 2nd down and 12.
They look for a rollout pass situation here from Tonkawa. They like to roll to the left side of the field when they throw the ball. You're going to fake that, go deep. Ooh.
Slant pattern picked off. It's intercepted.
Good
Back
tackle.
the other way goes Nick Nabavi.
Boy, big time hit there by Jackson.
Nabavi with the pick that will end the drive, and now Cashion will take over in Tonkawa territory at the 45.
That's a dangerous part when you throw the ball over the field. Tonkawa usually sets up and runs a lot of simple passes out on the edge or deep balls, but man, when you throw the ball over the middle of the field, a lot of times you're going to be throwing it into traffic, and we've seen a couple of situations where it looked like Cashion had opportunities for picks, and right there you saw a ball kind of get tipped and picked off. Big play by Cashion.
2nd interception thrown by Morgan tonight, now 5 on the season, but that's a big defensive play for Cashion. They've got the football back. They'll take over in Tonkawa territory with 9:19 to play in the 3rd. Leading 14-0. Harmon this time bounces left, finds a bit of running room, and stumbles inside the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 38, gaining 6. So a nice gain on 1st down, and right now Cashion would love to just string together a long time-consuming drive. They go up 3 touchdowns here, say midway through the 3rd quarter or a little more than that.
Could be trouble.
And they're looking pretty good.
This is a big drive for both teams. Cashion to score, Tonkawa to get a stop.
Ooh, ball is loose. It's on the field, and Tonkawa's going to get it. The snap back to Harmon. Caromed off of his fingertips straight up into the air, and that is the break that Tonkawa needed. As after a turnover on the pick, now Harmon fumbles, and Tonkawa will take over at the 41.
Back and forth.
Big break for Tonkawa. Let's see if they can do something with it.
I'm feeding 5. Boy, that's a big play for Tonkawa.
Drive will start with 8:35 to play in the 3rd quarter, so Tonkawa with the initial mistake, but they get it back.
You know, Cashion has really had an issue with their center exchange, their snap exchange. I've noticed that here in this game. A lot of high snaps, low snaps, and Got to get that down.
First down on the jet sweep. Turning it up on the near sideline and out to the 45-yard line is Kai Day. He'll pick up about 4 on first down. Bring up 2nd down and 6 for Kai Day, his 3rd carry of the ball game.
Positive yardage is obviously the key on anything that Tonkawa is doing, and that's the way they want to start off every drive, is with simple 3 and 4 yards and kind of chip away at it.
Under 8 to play in the 3rd.
Good job there by Cashion that time.
That's a carry by Roman Chandler that time, and Chandler across the 45 to the 46. Looked like he almost lost the football, and he reeled it back in. Gaining 2. So here is 3rd down and 5. Buccaneers need to get this first down, needed us moving the ball down the field, put together a drive of some sort. They've not threatened to score tonight really at all.
Ooh,
Off
this
the
is gonna
day
be big.
again. Tried to turn to the edge, and Lagasse stayed with him and chased him down. Landon Lagasse, or was it, no, I take it back, it was Manning.
Yep, it's going to be 4th and about a long 2.
Manning saved that play for Cashion as Kai Day looked like he was going to get to the edge, and Manning chased him down from behind, gain out of the 49-yard line, so he picks up about 3 or so, but it brings up 4th down and 3.
It's another tricky situation if you're Tonkawa here going for it and giving the ball back to somebody at midfield, but obviously down 2 scores. It's kind of what you got to do here. I'm giving the ball to 5 on inside zone play.
Big play, 4th down and a long 2.
Got him.
Jackson turns the corner.
Ooh, that's a hold.
And across the 40-yard line down to the 37, no flag. Move the chains. First down, a gain of 12 for Cam Jackson.
I mean, the hold was after he had gained yardage, but it looked like Fippen kind of got ahead on the edge. But that's the dynamic player. We talked about him. Get the ball to 5. Keep giving it to him if you're Tonkawa, right?
83 yards rushing on 12 carries now for Cam Jackson. And he's only a junior. He's back next year. First and 10 from the 37. Off to Kai Day, turns it up to the 30-yard line, to the 20, to the 15, to the house. Touchdown, Tonkawa.
That's the play
Kai Day with the huge carry. That's actually going to be a pass completion on the jet sweep as it was flipped forward by the quarterback, Ryan Morgan. A 37-yard touchdown hookup.
And that's exactly what Tonkawa needed there. Obviously get in a situation, pick up a big 4th down play and then come right back. They really like that jet sweep play. They've been running that play quite a bit here. And what makes it work is the action going the opposite direction with Jackson. So you've got to obviously account for all those people, and it's hard to defend.
Makes it 14-6, extra point upcoming. Brendan Ochoa. Up, they'll go for 2. They're going to go for 2 here.
Little speed option, little reverse pass.
And can Kai Day get there? Yes, he did. Little trickeration. They get the 2 to make it 14-8. And we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept cutting the cord.
Grain & Grange Market, the coolest little boutique you've never heard of. Come see us.
Now the teams exchange turnovers, but Tonkawa capitalizes on Cashion's turnover. A 5-play, 56-yard drive in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Ryan Morgan to Kai Day on the jet sweep, which is officially a pass, a 37-yard touchdown hookup. Then Kai Day with the 2-point conversion run. It's 14-8. And after the kickoff return, 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the third quarter, we got a ball game.
Yeah, and all the momentum obviously is on Tonkawa's side here. Obviously, you know, it's amazing how much turnovers can change a game. Tonkawa throws the interception. You know, Cashion's got the ball, looking as if though they're about to put this game away if they could, you know, on that drive. I'm not saying they would have because how good Tonkawa's been on D, but then they fumble it right back, and then Tonkawa obviously gets the fourth down conversion in the long run.
So now Cashion feeling a little bit of heat in this ball game as it's back within a touchdown at 6 points. Cashion hasn't scored since the 11:32 mark of the second quarter.
Big hole there.
Nabavi finds some running room across the 30-yard line to the 35, picking up 5, second down and 5.
And that's the key to what Cashion does. If you noticed, Cashion had a lot of success there in those first couple drives, and they scored because they were running the ball efficiently, but Tonkawa took that away from them. They got to get back to where they're running the ball for plus yardage.
2nd and 5, Nabavi again. Bouncing it to the near side, and he'll be tackled at about the line of scrimmage. Great job as Tonkawa pursued well and wrap him up for not much of a gain. Tyler Looper in there on the stop. Also Day, Kai Day as well.
We've said his name a lot. That kid is a heck of a player for Tonkawa.
Pick up a yard to the 36.
It's crazy, 5'8", 138, and he looks about like that. But, man, he is all over the place making plays.
3rd down and 4. Three receivers to the right side, pistol formation, option pitch, right side. Nabavi tries to get to the edge, and he will be pursued, and he will be, second effort.
Wow.
Will get him a couple out of what should have been a loss. I think he'll be a yard short. They've got to get to the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, so he gained 3. So now it's 4th down and 1.
So obviously Cashion will go for this.
It's like one of those how big a boy are you moments right here.
Cashion better hurry up, too, and get their play. And they've struggled to get, it seems like they've kind of drawn the play clock down. It looks like Tonkawa might need to call a timeout because they're in punt receive.
4th and 1 from the 39.
Play clock is going to be blown dead here.
They're going to try to just draw them off sides. Nope, they're going to go for it. Harmon up the middle.
Not going to get it.
Pushed back. It will be close.
Looks like
it will be very close.
He got it. They're across the 40.
If he gets it across the 40, it's a first down, and it is. So he'll pick up 2 yards.
You know, and Tonkawa wasn't ready for that. They lined up and punt receive, and so they didn't have the same amount of players up towards the line of scrimmage that they had the past possessions, and so Cashion kind of snuck them in there. That one other additional player could have made a difference.
1st down and 10 from the 41. Big moment for Cashion going forward on 4th and 1 and converting. Harmon looking left, chased right, has a man to beat to the 50-yard line and down to the 48. That'll be a first down.
What
all Ben Harmon right there. All Ben Harmon on that run as he was able to shake Kai Day.
Man, what a hustle by 59 from Tonkawa. You just don't see defensive linemen run downfield like that. Big-time credit for Tonkawa. Their players play hard.
They'll mark it at the 50, so it's going to be just shy of the first down. They've got to get to the inside the 50-yard line to about the 49.
It seemed like a strange spot. I know the Cashion fans are not happy about it, but I thought he got well past the 50-yard line. His knee may have went down.
I thought he did too, yeah.
And obviously the refs have a lot better view over there than we do.
3.5 to play, third quarter. Nabavi
Nothing.
And he won't get there in the second effort maybe, but they're pushing him back now. Forward progress will get him back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So it'll be 3rd down and very short.
That was big 72 there that time, Mendoza.
Dante Mendoza.
I think he actually may have gained about a half a yard, believe it or not.
3rd down and 1.
It's a long one. Look for Ben Harmon to run it here.
To the near side, Harmon, 1st down and a little bit more as he's tackled from behind by Noah Campbell. He needed a yard. He picks up 2 to the 48.
Just really impressive pursuit by Tonkawa defensively.
14 carries, 21 yards rushing for Ben Harmon. 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats in Tonkawa territory now at the 48-yard line. As we'll tick down to the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. 14-8 Cashion. He'll play action. Harmon near side.
That's going to be picked.
Intercepted. Kai Day. He's having himself a night. And a huge turnover as Harmon is picked for the 7th time this season.
It's another big mistake there. That's 2nd turnover. Watch for Tonkawa to capitalize on another turnover by Cashion.
I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has changed a lot here in the 3rd quarter. Tonkawa will take over on their 41-yard line, 2:03 to play. As I said, only the 7th interception Ben Harmon has thrown this year. And for Kai Day, that's his 4th pick of the year, team-leading 4th interception. 1st down and 10 from the 41. Speed option pitch behind Jackson, ball loose. Cashion has it.
Right back at him, big time for Cashion.
Boy, I tell you what.
Major mistake.
Back-to-back here in the 3rd quarter, we've had back-to-back turnovers. And Cashion will get it back and take over. Better field position now at the 27-yard line. A loss of 14.
Man, just a lot. Same situation, turnover. So see if Cashion can capitalize on a touchdown, because that's what happened last time for Tonkawa. They scored on the 2nd turnover.
Cashion will take over, 1st down and 10, 27-yard line. With 1:57 to play in the 3rd quarter. This is the 2nd time that Cashion has started a drive in Tonkawa territory here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and Cashion needs to get down and run their play, because they're getting ready to get a delay a game shortly.
Nabavi.
Good run.
Running room down to the 20-yard line.
Cashion's line has done such a better job in the 2nd half blocking up front. It's been the difference so far if Cashion can punch it into the end zone.
Kai Day with the tackle. Now Nabavi over 100 yards rushing, 14 carries for 105. 2nd down and 3.
You know, one thing we've seen Cashion do is they are running that play clock down low, too, every time.
Hand off Nabavi on the counter. Inside the 20-yard line, move the chains 1st down to the 17. He'll pick up 3. Mendoza with the stop. A minute and change left in this one. They'll stop the clock while they set the change. So Cashion would love to just milk some clock, get out of this 3rd quarter, maybe score early 4th quarter to go up by 2 touchdowns again if they could. Boy, turnovers have been huge in this ball game.
Yes,
Tonkawa scored on a Cashion turnover to get it back to 14-8. Then they got a turnover to get a ball right back, but they gave it right back to Cashion moments later.
Just back-to-back turnovers. Same thing happened on the last possession before that Tonkawa capitalized on.
1st down and 10. In the red zone at the 17. Harmon trying to find some room.
Good run.
Inside the 10, down to the 9. A late flag from behind. Was there a hold late?
It looks like it. block on the back.
So it's coming back from the spot. So they'll mark it off from the 12. So a 5-yard gain on the run, then the penalty. They'll mark it back to the 23-yard line. So first down and 15 now from the 23. Lagasse has it. Down the near sideline, steps out at about the 15. Boy, he is so dangerous in space. He gets it to the 16-yard line, a gain of 7.
And I mean, that's one of those situations we see a lot collegiately. People complain about how far people are playing off the ball, but when you have a dynamic player like that that runs those kind of routes, sometimes just popping up and throwing to him quick's the best play you got in your playbook.
2nd and 9. Harmon checks to the near sideline. Off the left side, Harmon down to the 14-yard line. Kai Day with the tackle. Boy,
that'll be the last play of the quarter.
Should be. So they'll trek down to the other end as we'll start the 4th quarter. And it will be 3rd down and about 7. As they'll mark the ball at the 14-yard line. Gain of 3. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
The playoffs are 2 weeks away, but there is a playoff intensity here tonight for the district championship in A3. And we go to the 4th quarter. Cashion leads Tonkawa 14-8. But Cashion is knocking at the door. 3rd down and 6 at the Tonkawa 17-yard line as they try to capitalize on a turnover again.
Yeah, and this is a situation, too, if you're Coach Shackelford, you have 2 plays, obviously, because you're obviously going to go for it down on 4th down. So that's the thought process here. Don't try to get it all in one play. So 2 plays to get 7 yards. Well, I guess 8 yards, right?
Nabavi flanked to the left of Harmon. Slot left, wide out to the left side. They'll put the man in motion, hand off to Nabavi, angling right behind the block. If he'd have ran behind the block and he gets inside the 10. Boy, I tell you what, it looked like for a second he was going to bounce it outside, but he turned it up.
He needed to, too. He almost cut a little too late, but, man, he drug about 4 defenders, too, about 3 additional yards.
Gaining 7. Should be 1st and goal. Are they saying 3rd? Let's see here. Are they going to measure this?
It looks like it. Maybe a little short, maybe.
Yeah, ball is marked at between the 7 and 8.
I like crews that actually measure every time. I mean, why not, you know? I mean, you got the time. Looks like it's going to be short by about, no, that'll be a 1st down.
Or an inch. Let's see what they do here. Our angle looks like it might be an inch short, and it is. Break out the credit card.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's trying to see if there's room between his. Can he get his hand between the stick and the ball?
Gotcha.
And it's a 1st down. Or did they say fourth down?
I don't know what Cashion's doing here. They don't have a timeout, so I'm not sure I really quite understand why there's 900 people out on the field.
Fourth down and short. Very, very short.
Boy, this is big, isn't it? If your Tonkawa can somehow figure out a way to get a stop.
Just starting the fourth quarter. Fourth down and inches. Inside the 10-yard line.
Better hurry up and get the play off.
It'll be Harmon.
He got it.
First down to the 5 as he just powered his way forward, gaining a big 2 yards. Here comes the 8th play of the drive that started back at the Tonkawa 27-yard line after the fumble. First and goal at the 5.
Well, and if you're Cashion here, too, you cannot have any false starts, penalties, or negative plays from the 5. You just, run your stuff, and you should be able to pound it in. Of course, I say that. Tonkawa's D-line is tough.
Nabavi tries to bounce it outside, and he'll be pushed back.
But he falls forward for about – he really fell forward right to the 5. Pretty amazing effort by him. It's amazing.
Was Jake Morgan, who was the last guy to push him back, and Nabavi fell forward after that, but no gain. Second down and goal. Clock rolling, 10.5 to play.
Better hurry up and get the play off.
Harmon around the right side.
He's getting to get in.
To the edge, touchdown. Ben Harmon scores his 5th rushing touchdown of the season from 5 yards out. And Cashion goes back up 2 possessions, 20-8.
Probably see Cashion go for 2 here, obviously. Big touchdown there for Cashion.
Touchdown comes with 10:13 to play in the ball game. That's a big one.
Oh, they are going to kick the extra point. What do I know, right?
Yeah, Bryson Hogan. The hold by Nabavi.
They cheated. Someone did. Might be offsides by Tonkawa.
Which at that point, if you move it half the distance, you think about going for 2.
Yeah, you may do that, especially with them going for 2 all the time.
Yeah, Coach Shackelford discussing that, and I think he's
going to kick it.
I think he is. I think he said go ahead and kick it.
I guess at the 13 puts you ahead gives you where they don't, if they have 2 scores and they don't convert a 2-point conversion. So that's the thought process there.
And the kick is up, and it is good. 10:13 to play in the ball game. Now 21-8, a 13-point lead for Cashion over Tonkawa. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. Now Cashion took over at the Tonkawa 27-yard line, took some time off the clock, scored in 9 plays. Let's see, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. 9 plays, 27 yards and 340. Ben Harmon scores from 5 yards out. For Ben, it's his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point by Bryson Hogan. 21-8 the score now with 10:13 to play in the contest. The Class A District 3 championship on the line tonight as Cashion looks to win their 4th straight district championship and take that top seed into the playoffs. Angling toward the near sideline.
Ooh, that ball kind of stopped.
And picked up at the 22-yard line. And on the return, Ramon Chandler.
I think Ramon took that tape off of his foot and he's looked like a different runner since he didn't tape his ankle anymore. So
first down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Tonkawa beginning to feel the pressure a little bit as they're trailing now by 13.
Well, the other thing about it, too, if you're Tonkawa, just be patient. You found some stuff that you really like with the fast motion and the counter coming back the other way, and just keep, they say don't beat a dead horse, but beat a dead horse if you're Tonkawa. Keep running that until they stop you.
10:04 to play in the ball game as this drive gets underway at the 39.
And here it is.
A little counter to Jackson, and he'll pick up a couple three. They're going to mark him at the 43-yard line. Mark at the 42, a gain of 3. A gain of, 3 yards, second down and 7. Cam Jackson, who had gone for 200-plus bills the last 2 weeks, he's working a little harder tonight. Now 14 carries, 72 yards.
So Bryce Burke has had some big hits on him, but to give Jackson credit, he just gets right up and runs right back to the huddle, ready for more. Going to hand it inside to him this time.
Flip it to Kai Day. And
good
Day
tackle by Manning that
down.
time.
Wow, back at the 35-yard line. Back at the 35, a loss of 7. They're going to mark it at the 36, so a loss of 6.
So obviously look for Tonkawa. Tonkawa rolls their quarterback out on all their pass plays. So it's going to be a rollout and some type of a flood route that they're going to run. And I'm going to guess they're going to probably roll out to this side of the field.
Third down and 13. If they don't get this, it'll be a big decision to be made on the next play.
Oh, false start.
And make it third down and 18 now.
And this might change the play call, so.
Back to the 31.
So obviously you're Cashion, you want to play something safe here and don't get too aggressive with any kind of blitzing, and with a third and almost 20. You don't have a lot of plays in your book for that.
So now third down and 18. Morgan looking back to the right. There's Kai Day.
Nice.
Day makes the catch. Another huge play. Morgan to Kai Day, the longest completion of the night, down to the 39-yard line of Cashion. That is a big, big first down conversion.
What a great play by Tonkawa. They ran the action towards us and threw back to Day. Man, Day is a dynamic athlete.
32-yard hookup on third down. Actually, that's the second longest play of the night, that 37-yard touchdown for Tonkawa earlier in this quarter.
I love
the third quarter was the longest play of the first of the ball game.
What a great play call by Tonkawa. I need to keep talking about it, but man, what a great play call.
Jackson turns it up, and he'll step out of bounds inside the.
It's going to be a hold this time.
Flag lying at the 37-yard line. Boy, that was a much-needed play for the Buccaneers to keep their hopes alive. Although now it'll be first down and long.
Personal foul.
Oh, man.
Chop block.
So 15 yards.
Boy, that's a big penalty. But the way Jackson's running the ball, just keep handing it to him. I mean, he's getting 8 and 10 yards a chunk, which Tonkawa's done a good job of sticking with their playbook here.
Back to the 48-yard line will bring up first down and about 22, 23. Kai Day has it to the 45, to the 40-yard line to go back to the original line of scrimmage when it was first and 10 a moment ago. Actually, it'll be second down and 9 after a 14-yard hookup.
Impressive. Day has just been a machine in this game. Seems like anytime Tonkawa needs something, he answers. He's there.
Kai Day, that's his 8th catch of the night. 2nd down and 9. They got a lot of it back.
Confused about the play call here.
They'll burn the timeout. We'll take it with them. 7:23 to play in the ball game. Cashion leading Tonkawa 21-8, and you're watching the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Christy Perry is a Cashion-based attorney providing clients in Oklahoma with trusted, experienced legal counsel regarding wills and trusts, bankruptcy, and other areas of law. Flexible scheduling is available to discuss your options, and your first consultation is free. If you need assistance regarding a legal matter, call your local Oklahoma licensed attorney, Christy Perry, at 918-373-0882.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends.
After the timeout, 2nd down and 9 for Tonkawa from the Cashion 38-yard line. Jackson right side, and he's chased down. Oh, he steps out of the tackle.
And then makes an unbelievable run. Holy cow.
Nabavi had him behind the line of scrimmage, but a great spin move to get out of the tackle and pick up a couple of yards. Down to the 35-yard line, he'll pick up 3.
Impressive run by Jackson. Man, that kid is dynamic. Wow.
So now 3rd down and about 6.
And if you're Tonkawa, obviously 2 plays to get 6 yards. That's obviously the situation you're in here with, the clock ticking under 7 minutes now here in the 4th quarter.
7th play of the drive. Started back at their 39-yard line. They're now at the Cashion 35.
Pass. And they got him, too. Not a good ball.
Down the middle of the field into traffic. The ball is deflected away and incomplete.
Whoa.
Noah Campbell had it in his hands for a moment.
I really like the play call, actually, from Tonkawa there, because they've been running that play, and they had him beat. Just a great defensive play and almost an incredible catch by Tonkawa.
So now it's 4th down and 6.
This is a big play, obviously, here.
6.5 to play, so yes, they have got to come down here, convert this, and score if they want to stay in this ball game. They cannot afford to give the ball back to Cashion right now.
Little option play, and he won't get it.
Morgan will get within about 3 yards, but not nearly enough, and that will end the drive.
And that's a situation, too, where you don't want to take the ball out of 5's hands. I mean, if you're going to live and die, you're going to live and die with 5, right? And
exactly.
And the quarterback probably, I'm guessing the coach probably wanted him to pitch it. One of those situations, obviously, if you're Tonkawa.
That play didn't look like it was ever going to get the first down yardage needed.
It just looked mixed up the whole time, even when the quarterback cut up with it.
So Cashion now will take over 1st down and 10 from their 32, and they've got 6 minutes and 22 seconds to milk off this clock between them and a 4th consecutive district championship.
Cashion is taking forever to get their plays in as far as running them, not getting them in. The players just a little lackadaisical to the line of scrimmage.
Nabavi.
Good run.
Nice run. We'll pick up.
Take care of the ball.
About 8 yards down to the 40-yard line to bring up 2nd down and 2. You're talking about that. You can hear the Cashion fans right below us. Let's go. Run the play.
Well, and it's not that they're not getting the play in. The players are not a lot of sense of urgency. Almost looks like OU last week against Kansas. That was a disgrace. You can give a shout-out to Andy Campbell and his wife, Gina. They're watching tonight. Andy took the night off from Pay Dirt, and we have Drew Baker, a Cashionite, and Ethan Sunken, a Cashionite, running Pay Dirt for us tonight.
2nd down and 2. Nabavi 1st down to the 44. Stop the clock while they move the chains, put the clock back in motion.
We obviously cannot thank the staff that we have at Squirtle. And what a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people volunteer a lot of time and kind of do this on their own and have real jobs. I think it's amazing every time I tell people a story that we don't have a full-time employee at Squirtle. And we're doing it with a lot of college kids that take their jobs serious and a lot of volunteer help. And the mind of Corey Rogers. I always tell people, how do you do all this stuff? The mind of Corey Rogers. And Eric Weisgarber, my partner, does a lot of stuff too. It's really an amazing deal what we have going.
We keep adding stuff, and Corey just says, okay, hey, we're going to do pay dirt. We're going to do pay dirt pick 'em. Corey, don't plan on doing anything. You got to be there to run that stuff.
Yep.
There's the carry to Nabavi. He'll get out to the 47 this time, picking up a couple. And the clock will run under 5 minutes.
And obviously, if you're Cashion here, you keep the ball in Nabavi's hand, and you let him know that if he puts it on the ground, it's obviously not going to be a good huddle over on the sidelines. So
stick around after the ball game. We'll have the Pioneer Tech post-game show.
And we'll bring a player and Coach Shaq up too, probably. Well, that's who wins the game, obviously.
2nd down and 8.
Still a lot of time on the clock. We've seen some crazy stuff in these game of the weeks.
You betcha. You betcha.
Boy, Cashion's line is blocking different.
Nabavi will get the first down. Another run to the sticks across the 45-yard line to the 44. That's a nice gain of 9 yards. "21 rushes for 139 yards for Nick Nabavi." We talked about how first four ball games of the season, Nabavi has twice as many rushing yards in the second 4 as he did in the first 4, as they've really gone to that running game, and it's really paid off.
And the kid just battles. He's a battler. I mean, you just love kids like that to have him on the team. I mean, he's really developed himself athletically, and he works hard, and you can just tell.
That's a stat I got from the pregame show. What a great job those guys did tonight. And there's a carry to the 40-yard line for Nabavi.
I'm going to tip my hat off. I'll be honest with you. The Cashion offensive line this second half has been extremely impressive running the ball. And that's Coach Robertson down there, and he's a man of not a lot of words unless he's coaching you. He's got some good words for you, but, man, he is an excellent coach on that coaching staff for Cashion.
Well, Tonkawa has 2 timeouts remaining. The clock now getting down to the 3-minute mark, 3:15. It is 2nd down and 6, and Cashion doing exactly what they have to do to basically run that clock off and get on the bus and head to Cashion with another piece of hardware.
And I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Tonkawa tonight. When you have a defense like they have and you've got a running back like Cam Jackson, you've got a chance to go far in the playoffs. And I think this is probably one of the better districts in the state. I don't know if you'd agree with me, Tom, or
I
not.
would.
But so you're going to see these two teams probably make it quite a ways is what I expect. And, Tonkawa fans that are out there, if they happen to be watching this, you got to be happy with their team. And, you're a little disappointed with the fumble turnover. You get the ball back, you have a chance to go down and tie it. But that's what happens with two really good teams play. Turnovers are kind of the big difference.
Donovan Grind with the tackle to stop last time. Dominic Grind, excuse me. 3rd down and 4. Harmon to throw.
Got him.
Wide open and running it in for the touchdown. That's a big play to put this one away. Landon Lagasse, his 2nd touchdown reception of the night. 39-yard hookup. 27-8, ball game. Made it look easy, too.
E-Rob.
So 27-8, the extra point upcoming. Bryson Hogan's extra point attempt is up and through. 2:11 to play in the ball game. Now 28-8. Cashion leads Tonkawa. We'll take a break. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance. Cashion, a 7-play drive, covered 68 yards in 4 minutes and 11 seconds. And the 39-yard touchdown pass, Ben Harmon to Landon Lagasse. For Ben, it's his second touchdown pass of the night, his 33rd of the season for Landon, his second reception for a touchdown tonight, now 23 on the year.
Going to kick towards the middle of the field, or they're going to, kick it deeper. Good job by Cashion.
Roman Chandler tries to get to the far side, and he'll get out across the 30-yard line, across the 35 with second and third effort.
I'll tell you one thing that I want to just say about this game. Tonkawa is one of the more physical teams I've seen play in Class A over the last few years. Obviously, Ringling a few years ago is extremely physical. I think it's time for people to start giving Cashion credit as a physical football team. A lot of times we hear about them being a team that likes to spread it out, but tonight that hasn't been the case. They've been very physical on the defensive side of the ball and just as equally physical on the offensive side of the ball, and that's how you win gold balls in state championships.
Right. You're exactly right. Very impressive performance tonight on the road in Tonkawa for Cashion. Going to hand off to Jackson. Jackson across the 40-yard line to the 42, picking up 4. And what's good right now for Tonkawa is the fact that they have next week off.
Yeah, and you got to be, if you're Cashion, your players need to be smart and, don't get into a situation where something silly happens. Same thing for Tonkawa. They got a week off, and so you definitely don't want to get some silly penalty, too. Hurt you for the playoffs because you got to sit that next game.
Big rivalry game next week for Cashion. They will take on Crescent.
The second war on 74, right?
Yeah.
Covington and Garber were mad about that.
And that game is at Crescent. That pass incomplete. Threw right at the feet as nobody was open. And keep in mind that the last time Cashion lost a district game was against Crescent. I remember that night.
Yeah.
I was somewhere when I heard that Crescent had beaten Cashion. It was like, what?
I'm telling you,
Really?
though, remember that year, that Crescent team was really good.
Yeah.
Remember, that was the team that made it
Yep.
to state finals.
Yep.
And if it wasn't for a freak show from Afton that is probably one of the better players up at Emporia right now, Crescent's probably hoisting up a gold ball that season. They had a tough time stopping him in the second half, but they controlled that game for the most part in the first quarter.
3rd down and 6. Minute 15 to play.
Throwback. Got him.
There's Jackson. Makes the catch at the 42-yard line and tackled inside the 35 at the 33.
And credit Joey Wilson there. He's a defensive end running downfield, tackling the running back on that play.
A 29-yard hookup. Jackson's first catch of the night. His second catch of the season. Clock will start rolling now as they set the chains. A minute to play. 28-8. Tonkawa is going to fall to 7-2 on the season, 4-1 in district play, and as we said, they are done. Cashion will go to 8-1 and 4-0 in district play with one more game to play. Set the screen pass up right side, pop.
Big hit by Navavi.
Put the hit on Jackson. Now take it back, that's Jaden Guzman who made the catch. Gain of 1. With 19 seconds to play, they will try to get one more play off, it looks like. Or maybe not. That may do it. Big night for Cashion. Class A District 3 champions. Impressive, 28-8. They knock off Tonkawa on the road tonight. Tonkawa now 7-2, 4-1 in the district. Cashion 8-1 and 4-0 as Lynn Shackelford picks up his 174th career coaching victory tonight. Teams will shake hands. Cashion will celebrate. They will move on to next week, their big rivalry game on the road at Crescent. We'll We'll take a break. Our post-game show will start after this. Post-game brought to you by Pioneer Tech. Your time, your place, your way. Go to pioneertech.edu. It's the Game of the Week on Scortal, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange, still the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
Our world is changing, but one thing is the same. We're here for you. In these uncertain times, take comfort in knowing that modern women of America is built for this. We are built to handle uncertainties, and we've weathered many in the past 137 years, including world wars, disease outbreaks, depressions, and recessions. You may have concerns about your financial plan, but you can also have peace of mind. You got this, because you have us.
OKBit Service Inc. has been providing quality service and products to the petroleum, water, and mining industries for over 35 years. We provide high-quality tricones, reamers, and PDC bits to water well, mining, geothermal, oil and gas, and directional boring and construction companies nationwide. Contact OKBit today for your next drilling project. We are proud supporters of our local community and very proud of our Tonkawa Public Schools. Go Bucks!
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Annual checkups, primary care provider, urgent health needs? Come see us at Cashion Community Clinic. With 10 years of experience in rural emergency and primary care, Cameron Hogan is ready to serve you. The Hogan family calls Cashion home and loves contributing through their local community clinic. We accept all insurances and offer very affordable cash pay options as well. So when the need arises, from pediatrics to grandparents, call us at 405-433-5008 or come see Cameron Hogan PAC at the Cashion Community Clinic on Main Street. Go Wildcats!
Cashion FB.
It's the Pioneer Tech postgame show on the Squirtle High School football game of the week. 28-8 the final. Cashion knocks off Tonkawa. Cashion is the champion of Class A District 3. And the way this game played out, taking you back to the first half, Cashion scored the opening drive of the ball game. 4 plays, 72 yards, a 16-yard touchdown pass on 4th and goal from Ben Harmon to Landon Lagasse. Extra point kick by Bryson Hogan. 9:27 to play in the first quarter, 7-0 Cashion. Cashion goes on top 14-0 early in the second quarter. They capped a 13-play, 68-yard drive in 4 minutes and 35 seconds as Nick DeBavi scored from 1 yard out. Hogan with the extra point kick. 11:32 to play in the first half. It's 14-0, and that is where we stood at halftime. A 2-touchdown lead for the Wildcats. In the third quarter, Tonkawa with the football to start the third quarter. They turn it over on an interception, but then Cashion fumbled it right back to them, and Tonkawa marches down and scores at the 6:25 mark of the third quarter on a 37-yard touchdown pass from Ryan Morgan to Kai Day. Day with the 2-point conversion made it 14-8, capped a 5-play, 56-yard drive in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and it was a 1-touchdown ball game. But then Cashion, with 10:13 to play in the fourth quarter, got a little bit of a cushion, a 5-yard touchdown run by Ben Harmon after a turnover that set the Wildcats up on the Tonkawa 27-yard line. 9-play, 27-yard drive in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. It was Harmon from 5 yards out, Hogan with the kick to make it 21-8. And then they put it away late, 2:11 to play in the contest, capping a 7-play, 68-yard drive in 4 minutes and 11 seconds as Ben Harmon hits Landon Lagasse from 39 yards out. Hogan's extra point kick made it 28-8, and that is your final score. We'll take a look at some of the numbers in this one really quick. First of all, for Tonkawa, 26 rushes for 111 yards as Cam Jackson goes 16 for 79 to lead the way. Through the air, Ryan Morgan, 9 of 20 for 125 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Kai Day caught a 37-yard touchdown pass, caught 9 balls tonight. He made the big plays offensively for Tonkawa on this ball game. 46 offensive plays for 236 total yards. For Cashion, 41 rushes for 180 yards. Nick Nabavi, 23 carries for 144. Ben Harmon, 18 carries for 36 yards. Through the air, Ben was 10 of 17 for 98 yards, 2 touchdowns and no picks. 58 offensive plays for 278 yards. Landon Lagasse, 4 catches, 16, 11, 18, and 39 yards, including the 16-yard touchdown reception and the 39-yard touchdown reception. So 278 yards of total offense on 58 plays for Cashion, 46 for 236 for Tonkawa. And on the scoreboard, the most important number, 28-8. Cashion with the win. We'll take a break. Our post-game show continues, brought to you by Pioneer Tech. We're going to talk to some players and some coaches when we come back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
ABC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Woody, and I want to help you or a loved one navigate your way through understanding Medicare. It's hard getting questions answered when you don't know who to call or trust. I am local and appointed with all the insurance carriers in Oklahoma. You can trust me to help you apply for Medicare, make the right decisions based on your current financial and healthcare needs, and feel confident about your future. Act quickly. Annual enrollment period is October 15th to December 7th. Call Stephanie Woody, that's me, at 405-830-4966 to set up an appointment.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off. It's the Pioneer Tech Halftime Show, brought to you by Pioneer Technology Center in Ponca City. Your time, your place, your way. pioneertech.edu. Putting the Raps on a big win for the Cashion Wildcats tonight as they knock off Tonkawa 28-8, the final score. And we get a chance to talk to Nick Nabavi. And first of all, Nick, this was a very, very physical Tonkawa football team, and you ran at them all night. You kind of wore them down, but you're going to feel this tomorrow, won't you?
Definitely.
Tell me a little bit about the feeling coming into this ball game. You knew it's a big ball game with so much on the line, and how you guys came out tonight.
Well, we prepared all week really well for it. We spent extra time in film, extra time out on the field doing work, and we kind of just stuck with the game plan and carried it out.
You know, one thing that you have done, especially over the past 5 weeks now, as they've really relied more and more on the running game, and you have really answered that. You're 50 yards short of 1,000 yards rushing on the season with one regular season game to go. Talk a little bit about how, as the season has gone along, and they've been using that running game and making you a bigger and bigger factor every week.
Well, we've got really good wide receivers, so they're dropping 7, 8 on some plays. So we got to be able to run the ball if we want to move the ball down the field, and I just have trust my offensive line run behind them.
I thought you guys in the defensive end did a great job. Cam Jackson, been hearing a lot about him coming in from Ponca City, 500 yards rushing the last 2 weeks, and he didn't get to 100 tonight. And I tell you what, you made it tough on him as well.
Oh yes, sir. We had a really good game plan going into the game, and we just stuck with it and carried it out.
Tell me a little bit about how, as you guys have had the target on your back, the defending state champions, you've had the target on your back. Tonkawa was talking about how they wanted the packed house tonight because you guys were coming to town. How is it playing with that target on your back?
It makes every game fun because you know you're going to get every team's best shot at you. So, I mean, just week in and week out, you got to play a tough game when you're getting the other team's 100% all the time. So.
Well, you basically clinched the district championship tonight, but you've got a very, very important game for everybody who lives in Cashion next week going to Crescent.
Oh, yes, sir. It'll be a fun game, rivalry game. We're on 74. I mean, we got to go in there and take care of little brother.
You know what? It really felt like a playoff atmosphere tonight, which I guarantee you is good for you guys to experience because in a couple weeks it gets really real.
Oh, yes, sir. It was a good experience.
Let's go ahead and take a break. Thank you so much, Nate Nabavi, for coming up here and talking to us. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up, get you some.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray.
This is Grain and Grange Market, the coolest little boutique you've never heard of. Come see us.
Welcome back to the Pioneer Tech post-game show as we are in Tonkawa as the Cashion Wildcats come on the road tonight and knock off the Tonkawa Bucks by a score of 28-8, joined by Coach Lynn Shackelford of the Cashion Wildcats. And first of all, Coach, congratulations. You have built something very, very special at Cashion, and tonight the 4th consecutive district championship. That's saying something.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize. I think I read it on Twitter, of all places. You know, that's where you go for the truth. But I read it somewhere today that if we won tonight, it'd be the 4th one, and it'd be the first time since like the 70s, I think, since Cashion done that. So that's great. I brought it up to the boys after the game. I don't think our seniors have lost a district game in their careers. So, you know, that says way more about our kids and our coaches than it does about me. But yeah, it was fun tonight.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
Now a 26-game district winning streak going back to October of 2017. Last time you lost a district game, and I won't tell you who that was. You'll see him next week.
Yeah, we'll see him next week. But we still remember that one.
I bet you do. But talk about what this team has as they have had to play with a target on their back all season long as defending state champions.
You know, I think this team is a little bit of just kind of what we've had around here for the last, really 4 years. You know, I think our seniors have lost. It's either 2 or 3 games.
I think it's 3. I think
games.
it's 3.
So they're used to playing in big games. They're used to playing in big environments, and they're used to us, kind of challenging them during the week of practice. And they saw that as freshmen, and now they're being examples to our freshmen about how you prepare. And that's been my biggest thing forever at Cashion is it's not tonight's the result of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And if we practice well, then we feel good and we feel confident going into the game. And Friday you just go play.
I want to ask you about the fact that I actually heard this in the pregame show tonight. I appreciate those guys giving me some info on this. The way Nick DeBavi has rushed for about twice as many yards in the second half of the season as he did the first half of the season. The way that you have been using that running game more in the second half of the season, and it really paid off tonight.
Yeah, people have kind of after the first 4 games, I think people just tried to play us like they would play anybody else, and then they realized that we had 2 wideouts that were a problem, and Ben can spin it around a little bit. So we've kind of seen the last 4 or 5 games. We've just seen people that have just been kind of like I dare you to throw or dare you to run it. And Tonkawa had a really good plan. I mean, they're big. They're big up front. They run really, really well. So let's play with some space between us, and run to the football and kind of dared us to run it. And we talked about it this week. I talked about it in film with our kids on, I think it was Tuesday. Just how we were going to have to be able to run the football. And I think I said if Nick can run for 150 yards, then we're probably going to be really happy with the outcome. I don't know how much he had.
I got him for 144, so close enough.
So we were close enough. I thought Ben, he didn't have a lot of yards. I thought he ran the ball really, really well tonight too. He had some big runs and some times where we were kind of backed up and he would scramble or a couple big 4th down runs. For no bigger than he is, he runs the ball really, really hard. But Coach Robertson, I thought, did a really great job at halftime of making a few adjustments. I thought we ran the ball better in the second half than we did in the first.
I want to talk about your defense as well because a very, very physical football game tonight, and you guys laid it out there. This is one thing I want to say. I've been watching your program for a long time, and I mentioned this in the broadcast. You won that state championship last year. Last 3 years, your defense has taken it to the next level, and tonight's a prime example of that.
Tony Wood's our defensive coordinator, and I think he's one of the better ones in the state. And we've got great assistant coaches that work with him on that side of the ball. Coach Cochran does a great job. Coach Wilson does a great job with our defensive line. And, he's got our kids believing that they can play defense. And that, you've said it. If you've watched us play for 15 years, there was a time where we just kind of hoped we got it last.
Outscoring everybody.
Yes,
that's how you won.
Yeah, let's get it last, and we can score and we can win, 50-49. But since Tony got here, it took a few years, but really kind of with this group, when they were in junior high and then when they got into high school and the classes that were around them, they really bought into that side of the football. And we challenged them this week that they were going to have to play well on that side of the ball. And Tonkawa's got 3 kids that when they have the ball in their hands, I mean, they're frightening.
Yeah.
And we talked all week about how, you're going to have to do your job, and you're going to have to run the football, and you're going to have to tackle, and you're going to have to do all those things. And I thought, and I told our kids this after the game, I thought that was the best defensive game we've played all year. And hopefully we can kind of build off of that and take this momentum and, roll with it into the playoffs.
One thing I made a comment on during the broadcast as well as I had a chance to see Cam Jackson play for Ponca against Enid High last year. This is a kid who ran for 900 yards against the Unions and the Owassos and such. And you showed a little Class A football tonight that you can stop a good runner as well.
Yeah, like I said, I thought Coach Wood had a really great plan tonight, for them and kind of what they like to do. And Tonkawa's kind of one of those teams that what you see is what you get. And if you can stop them, great. And Coach Kirtley does a great job. He's won more state titles than I have. So, but I thought our kids executed our plan on that side of the ball as well as we have all year.
One last question. I would imagine that the hay is in the barn for the district, but you guys will not look past next Friday night.
No, we probably won't have to motivate him for practice this week. I've talked about this before. The first probably 10 years that we played Crescent, I didn't embrace the rivalry probably as much as I should have. But I mean, it's cool and it's high school, and you have a rivalry. That's it's kind of a big deal. And we got a trophy and all that stuff. So it'll be fun this week. And I think Crescent's out of the playoffs, so it'd probably be really great for them to spoil our end of the year, and it'll be senior night for them, so I'm sure they'll be fired up and ready to go. It should be a lot of fun.
Do you kind of wish you were in Tonkawa's shoes with no game next week with 2 weeks to get ready for the playoffs?
No, I like to play. That's why we went to Alva last week.
Yeah. Thanks for not asking me about my pick on that one.
Yeah, I mean, you're from,
I had to be the contrarian.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, you live and learn,
Yes, I do.
But I think it's a kids are, especially high school kids. I mean, there's so much about consistency and being in a rhythm and things being the same every week, and so we'll take Sunday off and we'll show up Monday and we'll get ready to go.
Well, they've turned the lights off on us, so I guess it's time for us to go home.
Yeah, I guess they're hinting that it's time to go.
Congratulations,
I
Coach.
appreciate
Great
it, guys.
job tonight. So fun to watch you guys play.
Thanks, I appreciate it, and thanks for doing this. This is awesome. I mean,
you betcha.
I'm the biggest Squirtle fan out there, so I'll keep pumping it everywhere.
Saw it was one of the best games in the state. I said I got to go there. It's not too far from home either for me, so that's good as well.
Hit the Taco Bell on your way out of town.
You betcha. You're exactly right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank Coach Lynn Shackelford as the Cashion Wildcats get the win tonight, 28-8. Tonkawa falls to 7-2, 4-1 in the district. Cashion moves on to 8-1, 4-0 in district play with one more district game next week on the road at Crescent. We're going to call it a night tonight. Thank you so much to the Squirtle crew. As Bryce Miller, Caden LaFortune, Seth Brown, and Adam Dieselhorst, I'm Tom Nelson for Coach Shackelford and everybody at Squirtle. Have a great night, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.